Hi, my dear students. In this lesson, we're going to explain a quadratic function again. Zeros of the function. Zeros of the quadratic function. Firstly, before starting, what does it mean, zeros of the function? We will recall how to graph a quadratic function. Look at this one. This is an example for a quadratic function. Y equal x squared minus 4x minus 5. We want to graph this quadratic function on this grid. First, we have to get the vertex. The vertex was h and k. We have to get first the first coordinate, then the second coordinate of the vertex. First, we have to get the three parameters from standard form. I have here the first parameter is 1. A is 1, the leading coefficient, the coefficient of x squared. B is a coefficient of P of x, so it will be -4. And C equal -5. I will not use the third parameter with the constant C. Why? Because the first coordinate of the vertex x equal, the first coordinate x equal minus P over 2A. I will substitute now minus 4 over 2 multiply 1. Minus, it will be plus 4 over 2. So the first coordinate of the vertex is 2. Now, we will get the second coordinate of the vertex. How? By substitute 2 for x in the quadratic equation. Y equal first x squared minus 4 times x minus 5. Inside these brackets, I will put 2, the value of x, the value of x2, the first coordinate. And after that, we will get the value of y. 2 power 2 is 4, minus 8, minus 5. 4 minus 8, it will be minus 4, minus 5, so it will be -9, the second coordinate. So the vertex, it will be the first coordinate 2, and the second coordinate, it will be -9. Let's plot the vertex on the grid. This is 2, and this is -9. This is -8, -10 is kept down by 2. -2, -4, -6, -8, so this is -10. So here will be inside in the middle, between -8 and the -10, we will find the -9. 2 here. So this is a vertex. Okay, now we will create a table that represent this function. First step, we have to put the vertex in the middle, So the vertex will be here, 2 and the -9. This is the vertex, okay? First column for x, second column for the rule of the function, x squared minus 4x minus 5, and the third column for the function or y or f of x, as you like, okay? I put the vertex in the middle, and I will choose some values less than 2 and more than 2. Less than 2 like 1, 0, and -1. More than 2 like 3, 4, and 5. And we will get the value of each one. I will substitute -1 for x in the rule of the function. So I will write like this: 2 minus 4 multiply 1 minus 5 for all into brackets for x to be easy to compute. So -4 multiply x minus 5. The vertex, you have x with x2, so -9, and we got it before. Okay, I will will put inside these brackets the value of x. X, -1. So -1, 0, 0, 1. Okay. And we get the value of y now for this one. -1 over 2 is 1. 1 plus 4. 1 plus 4. It will be negative. It will be 5. 5 minus 5, it will be 0. Focus on this one. And we could start. 0 minus 4, 4, -4, -4 minus 5 will be, it will be -5 here because 0, 0, so near 5. 1 minus 4, it will be -3 minus 5, it will be -8. Okay, these values will repeat here. Why? Because a parabola is a symmetric one. So -8, so it will be -8 here. -5, it will be -5 here. 0, it will be 0. Okay. After that, we will plot the point on the grid. Okay, first -1 and 0. This is -2, so -1 will be here and 0. Okay, 0, -5, 0, -5, -5, -4, here -5, 1, -8, 1, and -8. Okay, in the middle. The vertex, 2, -9. 3, -8, 3 and the -8 here. 4 and the -5, 4 and the -5 here. Symmetric, look. Okay, 5 and 0, 5 and 0 here. And after that, we will draw a smooth graph. Okay, we'll draw a smooth graph to represent the parabola. Okay, like this. So this is our parabola for this function. Okay, now look at the graph. The graph will intersect x-axis at 2 points. This point and this point. This point at -1 here. We have here -1. And we have here 5. So -1 and 5 are x-intercepts. Look, when y equals 0, we have y equals 0 in two positions. Y equals 0, y equals 0. If what? If x equal -1. So x equal -1, the first 0, because the value of x that makes the function equal to 0 is -1. And if x equal to 5, the function will be 0 also. So the value of x, when the value of x that makes the function equal to 0 is 5. Okay, so how many zeros of a function? 2 zeros. This one and this one. Zeros. Okay, or x-intercepts. X-intercepts. Okay, or solutions. Solutions. Okay, so we have three names for the value of x, the values of x that make the function equal to 0. We have three names. The first name is zeros. Second name x-intercepts. Third name solutions. Okay. So now we have a parabola, and this parabola intersects x-axis at 2 points. These 2 points are the solutions, are zeros, are x-intercepts. The first part of our lesson is using zeros to solve quadratic equations graphically. Firstly, we have a new concept, zeros. What are zeros of a quadratic function? Zeros of a quadratic function. A zero of a function is an x value that makes the value of a function equal to zero, like what we studied before. The zeros of a function are the x-intercepts of the graph of the function. So zeros of the function, you can say x-intercepts for zeros of the function, or you can say this zeros or a zero of a function is an x value that makes the function equal to zero, that makes y equal to zero. This function means y equal to zero. So if y equal to zero, you will find you will find the zero of the function. Okay, a quadratic function may have one or two or no zeros. Look at these three cases. I have here a coordinate plane, coordinate plane, coordinate plane, okay? And I will graph three parabolas. First parabola will intersect x-axis at 2 points, like this. So how many solutions we have? Two solutions, two zeros, two x-intercepts. We can find a parabola like this, intersect x-axis at only 1 point. So we have only one zero. We have only one zero or one solution, okay? You may find a parabola like this. This parabola will not intersect the x-axis, so there is no solution here. No zeros. Maybe like this also, intersect. It will not intersect the x-axis, okay? So we have three cases. A parabola may intersect the x-axis at 2 points, so we have two solutions. Parabola may intersect x-axis, may touch x-axis at 1 point, so we have only one solution. Parabola may not touch x-axis, and in this case, there is no solution or there is no zeros. Okay, now solve by graphing the related function. This function, 6x plus 8 equal negative x squared. First step we have to do is to write this equation in this form. Ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. This is a zero equation because the left-hand side equal to 0. Equal to what? To 0. So we have to write this equation in this form. And after that, we will graph this function. Y equal ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay? So first step, we have to move x squared, negative x squared to other side. So it will be positive x squared plus 6x plus 8 equal to 0. Okay? And we will graph this function. The function y equal x squared plus 6x plus 8 plus 8. Okay? Now, we will get the three or the two parameters a and b. A is a coefficient of x squared, so a equal 1 and b equal 6. So we will get the first coordinate of the vertex. First coordinate of the vertex x equal minus b over 2a. Minus b is 6, so minus 6 over 2 times 1, 2. So it will be negative 3. So the first coordinate of the vertex equal negative 3. Now we will get the vertex, or we will get the second coordinate of the vertex. But the best way is to make a table and choose some values for x. So this table, we will put here x, we will put here x, we will put here x, and then this is the rule of the function. x squared plus 6x plus 8. And this is y. Okay? We will put the rule, or we will put the first coordinate of the vertex in the middle. We have here -3. Okay? And choose two values less than and more than -3. Less than -3, like -4 and -5. More than -3, it would be -2 and -1. Okay, it's enough. If you want to add more, add. Now we will substitute x values inside the rule. Power 2, 6 multiply x plus 8. We will put inside the value of, inside these brackets, the value of x, -5, and here -4, and the -4, -3, -3. Okay, and after that we will get the value of each value of y. First one, it will be 25 plus -30, so -5, -5 plus 8, -5 plus 8, it will be 3. Here, 16 minus 24, so -16, or sorry, -4 power 2, 16 minus 24 plus 8 will be 0. So y will be 0 at this point. So -4, it will be the first 0. Okay, this is the vertex. -3, the vertex will be -1. This will repeat 0 and 3. Now we have to plot this point on the grid. I will start from -3 and -1. -3 here and -1. This is -2, -1, so -3 here. -3 and -1. -4, 0. -4, 0. The first x coordinate, the first x intercept. -5 and 3. -5 here and 3. Okay. -2, 0. -2 and 0 here. -1, 3. -1 up to 3. So this our parabola. We want x-intercepts. We want these 2 points. These 2 points. This and this point. Okay. So the solution of zeros of function of the function here. What is the first 0? -4, and the second 0 to be -2. So r -4 and -2. Your turn. Solve by graphing the related function. We said we have to write quadratic function in a form of ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0 first, then y equal this rule. Okay? Here we have to combine. We have to move -3 to other side, so it will be x squared minus 4 plus 3 equal to 0. So x squared minus 4 plus 3 will be 1, minus 1. So it will be 0. So x squared minus 1. What is the value of a? A is 1. A in this case is 1. B equal to 0. And c equal to -1. So b equal to 0 because there is no term of x. There is no term of x. So b equal to 0. We want to get the first coordinate of the vertex. to put in the middle in this table. X equal minus b over 2a. Minus b over 2a, so it will be 0 over any number, it will be 0. So the first coordinate of the vertex, it will be 0. I will put 0 here, and I will get the value of its y. So this is the value of x, okay? And we have to write the rule here, x squared minus 1, and we have to get y. Choose values of x. 0, choose less than it, negative 1, and the negative 2. More than 0, 1, and 2. Replace x with negative 2. Replace x with negative 1. Replace x with 0. Negative 2 power 2 is 4. 4 minus 1, it will be 3. Negative 1 power 2 is 1. 1 minus 1, 0. So y equals 0 at x equal negative 1. So this is the first 0. 0 power 2, 0 minus 1, it will be minus 1. Because this is vertex, this value will repeat 0, 3. Okay? Because a parabola is a symmetric one. This graph will be symmetric. So now we have y equals 0, y equals 0 at x equal negative 1 and x equal 1. So we have the two zeros. The two zeros we have negative 1 and 1. Negative 1 and 1, it will be x over 6. Now we will plot this point on the grid. I will start from the vertex 0, negative 1, 0, negative 1 here. Negative 1, 0, negative 1 and 0 here. Negative 2 and 3, negative 2 and 3. 0 and negative 1, it's done. 1 and 0, 1 and 0, this is 2, 4, so this is 1, 2, 3, 2 up to 3. So this is our parabola. We have to draw a smooth graph like this. This graph intersects the x-axis at 2 points. Negative 1, first 0, and 1 is the second 0.